Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you kind of how to set up, figure out what your perfect audience is. I use Facebook just because it's the best tool to do this research. You are going to have to create a business manager, okay? And the way you do this is you just when you're logged into Facebook, just type into the address bar business.facebook.com, and there's a tutorial there walk you right through how to get a business manager set up. Once you have that, you have to get an ad account, okay? Which usually they just provide. It's very, very, very easy to figure out. Just go through there and do that. But I'm just going to grab one of the ad accounts. I manage a lot of ad accounts for different people and myself, so I'm just going to grab this one here. Once you click on this, you'll have a lot of options. But if you don't click on it, you won't have all the options. You've got to be inside Ad Manager. So once you click inside Ad Manager, you can go to All Tools and then come over here to Audience Insights. Okay, this is a killer tool. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to say everyone on Facebook. Okay, and then what you're going to do, like I don't know, let's just say one of your. Well, first of all, you want to know where you're going to target. So let's say we're doing United States, and let's say we know a little bit about our audience. Let's say we know they're mostly men, and we know they're 21 to 45 is, we kind of know something about our niche, right? But let's say it's FIFA. Let's say FIFA is your thing. Well, I'm going to put in FIFA World Cup. All right. Now I might leave this open if I don't know. I might leave this wide open. Okay, because it's going to tell me there's actually quite a few women in here. See, it'll tell you this right here. But what's really important is, man, I probably would leave it. I mean, women do most of the purchasing, so I probably would leave it all. I probably wouldn't segment this out for just men only. But that's just FIFA World Cup. So you can put in other stuff in here too. You can go, I mean, try and be as specific as you can, because if you just put in soccer, right, you're going to get a ton of different things. And, you can do, I mean, I don't know much about this niche, but let's say you do college soccer or pro evolution soccer. I don't even know what that is. But it'll kind of adjust this, right? And then you can take the FIFA out and you can kind of get a better idea. See, that one's 90% men. So you just have to kind of play with this a little bit based on your interests, but it's best if you can use brands or like FIFA. I know, everyone knows what FIFA is, but I would use like World Cup probably is what I would do if I was trying to target soccer. Okay, so just to give you an example, this page likes here is really important. This is where I would start. Okay, and there's you've got these major brands like Adidas. They're not going to talk to you. Soccer.com is not going to talk to you. These athletes, I don't know, they might talk to you, but like soccer memes, they might talk to you. And probably what I would do is I would go here. So open this in a new tab. And what I would do if it were me, and I was trying to do this, on a pretty low budget, right? I would contact these guys, message them, and say, hey, would you do a post for me if I sent you a free shirt? You can do it on Facebook. See if they have an Instagram, because a lot of these guys, when they're big like this, these guys got 1.3 million people. They probably have an Instagram and all that. And they may just tell you no, and then you just maybe ask, well, say, I'm trying to get my thing going here. I mean, I'm willing to pay in the future once I kind of know, what's working and what's not working. But, a lot of these guys will do a post for you just because you sent them a free shirt, and that might be like 10, 12 bucks to send them a shirt. So I would definitely contact guys like this, see if they have a Instagram as well. This would be a perfect place to try and connect with, because every single person on here is going to be interested. If you're doing a soccer niche, every person on here is interested in your product, guaranteed. And these are passionate people, because I mean, I'm not into soccer personally, so I would have no desire to be on this Facebook page, or if they have an Instagram. But people who are super passionate about soccer, they're totally going to be on here, and they got a lot of followers. So And they may even come back and say, yeah, you know, we do stuff like that. If you want to send us your stuff, it's, you know, $50 a post. I would try it out. I really would. And have them do a post for you. Because honestly, and you know, until you kind of get going and you get some audience going, Facebook used to be a really great place to start. It's a challenging place to start now. It takes a lot of effort to get Facebook to start to convert. And I can go through that with you too, but I would start here. Go through Audience Insights and go through and take some time and search people that you think may be willing to give you some, you know, you send them a free shirt or $20 or something like that to get a post going and see if they'll do it. And you might be surprised. I do this all the time through Instagram and blogs and Facebook, and I get 4,500% on one of my people like that. She's got about 100,000 followers, and I get a 45% return, and I pay her every month for posts because it's so good. So, you know, but I would come down here, look at all these, you know. Some of these are not going to be as good, right? Some of these are going to be really targeted, like this soccer memes one I showed you. I think that one's really great. I'm just kind of thinking outside the box here a little bit. Clearly, we don't want to use Spotify. I mean, everyone uses Spotify. It's too broad. We don't, you know what I mean? So you have to be careful. Dick's Sporting Goods, too broad. So, you know, you want to try and keep it. Now, these athletes right here, I don't know anything about them. Carly Lloyd, maybe that's a soccer player. It looks like it's a female soccer player. She's probably really popular. You know what I would do? Honestly, she's got like 750,000 people. She may have endorsement deals that keep her from doing stuff. But if you had a female shirt and you sent it to her for free and it didn't violate anything, you just kind of share your story, she might be willing to post it for you. I mean, that's where I would start. I would find people, find other pages, offer them free stuff, or offer them a small amount of money to do a post for you and test the waters. And what'll happen is you'll find ones that, you know, really crank. But you want to make sure you have all of your Facebook stuff, all of your Instagram stuff all set up so that when you go to contact them, you can build your brand off of their brand. Okay? So that's kind of what I would do. I would just go in here to Audience Insights, and page likes is a really good one to look at for finding interests. Purchase behavior, all I would say is online purchases. You know, you're going to want this at least above the high here. You're going to want it at least above 15%, you know. This looks pretty strong, really. And let's see, what else can I tell you about Audience Insights? There's a ton in here, but a lot of it is not that important for what we do. It's more important if you're doing like real estate or whatever. So page likes is huge, demographics is huge, and come in here and play, you know. And if you once you have a bunch of followers, you know, you can really dial this down. But you can also dial this down based upon behaviors and you know, whether or not they're parents. Which, I mean, that's great if you're selling products to moms. This is huge because you can come in here and say only check, you know, people with parents of these ages. So, but usually, like all these other things, unless you're selling specific products like relationship status, if you're selling products to single people, then this is important. Or just married people, then this is important. But otherwise, it's not that important. So I would just say, come in here, really take some time, and do some research. That I'm going to tell you right now, the number one reason why you'll be successful is not having the best mousetrap. It will be doing the homework and the research that no one else will take the time to do, to find where your audiences are already and then put yourself in those places. That's going to be the number one best way for you to win. That and your designs are going to be the key. So hopefully that's helpful, and let me know if you have other questions. Thanks, man.